My name is Tommy Springfield.
And I'm better than you!
And on this channel, I present you with the facts. I give you my opinion on those facts. And if you like how I do that, click that like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, click all, so you can get notifications every time I drop one of these videos. Maybe you've been here before, maybe you new.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
I like to think of myself as a superhero, but you know, the ghetto kind. Like Batman, I'm Batman. I live in the Bat Cave, I drive a Batmobile, and I promise you, I'm that nigga. This right here is ADAM22, and his platform is No Jumper. In the words of the great Jay-Z, it was all good just a week ago. If you've been anywhere on the internet and you into the hip-hop scene, and especially the West Coast scene, these guys were kind of leading the way. They were the modern-day death row of the internet. They had Bloods, they had Crips, all on the same studio, all on the same set, working together. And unless you've been under the rock, it ended bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
People has been indicted, locked up, keys will be thrown away. And right after that, they were all gloating, him and Whack 100, they were happy, and they made a video with ADAM22, Vlad TV, Trap Lord Ross, Whack 100, and DJ Academics, calling themselves the king of hip-hop media, the kings. They likened themselves to Bernie Mac and them, which made me sick. Y'all nothing like the great kings of comedy. But in this video, I don't know if it's a joke, I don't know if it's April Fool's joke. Today's the 2nd, so he's a little late. But now he's screaming, No Jumper is going broke.
What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis?
What do you mean? There's no profit in telling stories and helping black people get indicted? The feds ain't paying you enough? They ain't keep their word? They ain't giving y'all what y'all supposed to get? Vlad doing good. Why you struggling? Let's let him tell us.
So there's something that I've been hiding from you guys. No Jumper is going broke. I know that might sound crazy. Between both of our YouTube channels last month, we got over 25 million views. We're doing well on Facebook and Snapchat. We employ quite a few of the hottest content creators on the West Coast, and we pump.
I don't know about hottest content creators. No, you got a bunch of lame-ass dudes that was willing to go on there and talk about criminal acts, and they all got indicted, so your staff is depleted.
Pump out an insane amount of content on a weekly basis. How could we be going broke? Well, let's start here. We expanded too much during COVID at just about the exact moment that our revenue streams all took a hit. We hired a whole...
Oh, you sound like the Democrats. You blaming everything on COVID? No, it's COVID fault, huh? No, it's your fault. You made bad decisions. You thought it was cool to have a bunch of lame-ass Negroes who was broke. He wasn't paying them life-changing money, and it all went bad. That's the fact of the matter, Mr. ADAM22.
Whole bunch of editors and other employees, and we bought a huge office building that cost us almost $4 million, thinking that the growth that we were experiencing during the pandemic was going to continue.
Oh, so you jumped out the window. You seen a false growth because everybody was in the house. You had some money in your pocket. You had all these dudes giving you all the dirt in L.A., and now they all indicted. And now you realizing you going broke? Stop the cap.
And unfortunately, that did not happen. Our YouTube numbers, which had doubled or even tripled, gradually returned to normal. Our Snapchat and Facebook numbers, which had exploded during COVID, sometimes even hitting 6 figures a month, shrank by about 80% or more.
It ain't that you think shrunk. It was all false and pumped up anyway. And people are starting to realize you and people like Vlad and Trap Lord, y'all just culture vultures, and y'all getting black folks locked up. Y'all not interviewing white people. Go in your community. Go expose your community, because your community got some faults too. People just realize it, and you're losing subscribers and followers. The numbers was never pumped up. You're just losing, bruh.
Our Patreon, which was absolutely killing it for a year or two when we were doing uncensored, aka nude interviews with up-and-coming superstars like Kazumi and Sky Bree, fell off quite a bit with the launch of Plug Talk and a decreased interest in seeing us interview stars. In addition to that, you might recall that the channel took quite a hit when approximately 8 of our hosts left the platform in March of 2023.
Because you run a very sloppy ship. Everybody is not going to want to be around that gang banging. That's why I laughed when you said, oh, the hottest content creators. No, all the real content creators left. Because just like Death Row, you turned it into a gang banging set. It was a set. Your spot was the hood spot where Crips and Bloods hung together, and it went left. And then y'all was backdooring other people. Then people was getting beat up. Like, you was doing the same thing Death Row was doing, bruh. And you was smelling your own nuts. And it all now is crumbling.
Although we've definitely largely recovered and managed to build up a very healthy roster of talent since then, that certainly took a toll on our business for a while as well. All that stuff hurt the business, but we were still solidly profitable. That is, until the last few months, where we experienced 2 major L's that we never could have seen coming. First, we lost the No Jumper Instagram. After almost 10 years of building it up and essentially no strikes on our account, we got taken down one day, and we still have absolutely no idea why. We've had no luck getting it back, despite being in contact with what seems like every Instagram recovery guy on the face of the planet. We were bringing in a very solid amount of cash monthly that was keeping us afloat via selling sponsored posts on the account, and that mostly vanished overnight. And while we've been growing the new No Jumper LA account up ever since and managing to sell sponsored collab posts using my Instagram and the No Jumper LA account, DM or email if interested, we are making...
What about the third option? You forgot to mention why your numbers is going down. The feds picked you up. They done picked everybody up. Big Dude, Loose Cannon, Brick Baby, and a whole bunch of other people. Not for no street shit. For you allowing people to come on your platform and run they gums. You, Adam22, thirsty for content, help federal agents build cases just like Vlad do. And of course, y'all gonna get a pass. Y'all white. Stop making up all these excuses. Get to the real excuses.
Anywhere near as much from Instagram now. Side note, if you're a meta rep, please DM me. I would love to speak to anyone who could help with this. And second, in addition to that, we have been hit with a bullshit lawsuit from a former employee. Now, essentially
Why is it bullshit? Because you say so and they suing you? If they were suing someone else or a different platform, would you say it was bullshit? Of course you gonna say it's bullshit. Shit, show us the paperwork so we can decide if it's bullshit, not you.
Everything in this lawsuit is completely fictional, and every lawyer that I've spoken to about it has described this as basically an extortion attempt, but it still cost us a
keyword, every lawyer I talk to, right? You got money. Why you had to talk to a bunch of lawyers? Because no lawyers want to touch this shit. Because no lawyers want to be your lawyer. That's why, like you said, you talk to a bunch of lawyers. If you got a good case and it's frivolous, you should only have to talk to one lawyer. You hired them and it's getting taken care of. But you said a bunch of lawyers. Keywords. Pay attention to what people say, folks.
Ton of money already, and it's expected to cost us many hundreds of thousands of dollars to see this through to completion. It's insane to me that a person that we did so much for can just invent some grievances out of thin air and cost us this much money.
Another thing that kills me, I hate when people say, yo, I did so much for people. Yo, everybody did something for everybody. Everybody played their part. You know, a fan belt on the car, or, you know, it only costs $10, but without that transmission belt connecting the fans and the alternator, guess what? The car ain't gonna work. So that little $10 belt is just important as the motor. It's just important as the battery. So stop saying, oh, I did stuff for people. Everybody did something for everybody. It takes a team.
As a result, this person has literally lost every single friend that he used to have when he worked at No Jumper. His streaming career is completely tanked, and he even got kicked off the podcast that he left No Jumper to start. But somehow, that's our reality, and we have to fight this rather than just give in to this piece of shit. So as a result of all these circumstances, we are making
Piece of shit calling another piece of shit a piece of shit. Sounds like a lot of shit.
some changes. Over the last few months, we laid off multiple employees in an attempt to reduce our expenses as much as possible. We closed down our store on Melrose, and we're...
What about the ones the feds picked up? The feds picked up some employees too. You leaving that out, so you know they off the payroll now too.
We're in the early stages of selling our current warehouse and moving into a smaller space. To be honest, aside from the layoffs, which sucked, I'm pretty happy about a lot of...
Are you selling the space because you have to? Because you need the money? Or you selling the space because, you know, the neighborhood tired of you and your shits and shit and shenanigans that be going on over there in that area?
These changes, I've realized that I should have paid more attention to DJ Vlad and kept my overhead as low as possible, particularly...
See, he mentioned his brother, another culture vulture, Vlad, who's gotten people killed, who get people indicted. I'm pretty sure he was talked to in all these situations because that's just what the feds do. And I believe these platforms are hardwired. I believe the feds got a room that every time goddamn Vlad drop a video, a red light go on, and they go in and watch it.
In terms of staff and location, I'm confident that once we get the building sold, we'll be in a pretty solid financial position again as a business. Oh, and I also just want to note that I am talking about No Jumper as a business. I've got another business in the form of Plug Talk, and I've got a pretty decent investment portfolio on a personal level. I mean, shit, I'm not $2 million in debt, and I never had to file for bankruptcy like T-Rail. But
Yo, I've never seen nobody come on the internet, right? Say they broke, say they losing money, but then say, yo, I got other companies and I got this, and I'm gonna, I'm not 2 million in a hole like this dude. And notice he tried to knock another black dude. Why you couldn't find a white dude that was in the hole? See, their whole aura is the black thing. But here's the thing, you did all that. You knocked the black dude. At least I ain't 2 million in the hole. That's just to set up the beg for money for the fans. Don't fall for the beg for the money trap. He's lining you up to beg for money. That's what this whole video is all about, folks.
I honestly spend pretty much all of my time trying to create as much content as possible with No Jumper, and I can't really justify doing so unless the fundamentals of the business make sense. It was a big decision to share this stuff with you guys, but at a certain point I realized that I've been honest with the world about just about...
Yeah, after talking to the feds, I realized I think I need to shut this shit down. I need to distance myself from everybody. I need to get out because, you know, I already gotta tell. I'm secretly working. I'm giving up tapes and videos and secret conversations. I'm already telling. So I'm just gonna cut my losses now so I don't gotta keep telling. That's what he really want to tell us.
Everything in my life over the years, and it felt wrong to keep all this stuff that we've been dealing with in secret. So I know what you're thinking. What can you do to help? Well, I do.
No, nobody want to help you. No one is thinking about helping you. You see how he threw his bullshit out there. He threw his line out there with some bullshit. He, you know, waded it through the water, told you all type of bullshit shenanigans, then try to diss another black dude and say that black dude is 2 million in the hole and this and that, and I got other businesses, but yet he begging for money. If you got other businesses, other companies that's doing good, keep your own business afloat. Why you begging for money? And you begging the black community because that's who your demographic is. That's who you aiming your content at, gangbangers. So why you begging us black folks for more money to get more indictments and more people murdered?
do have some ideas, which I'll sort into 3 categories here: free, cheap,
And mind you, he interviewed Pop Smoke Killer. Definitely a big fuck you to New York people. So if you black, don't be giving to these channels, please.
and generous. Free. Obviously, I'm infinitely thankful to anyone who watches our content at all.
I'm sorry, y'all. I forgot that y'all couldn't hear his 3 tiers of helping the channel. Let's listen to him.
Free, cheap, and generous.
Free, cheap,
Obviously,
and
I'm
generous.
infinitely thankful to anyone who watches our content at all, follows us on the @NoJumperLA Instagram, and in particular, those of you who drop likes and comments on our videos and Instagram posts. In the long run, that stuff is super helpful. Cheap. We are really trying to get serious about embracing our members here on YouTube. For $5 a month, we've got a ton of awesome benefits, including being able to watch all of our interviews free.
So what he's saying is, if you a broke cheap nigga, I mean, we really don't like you, but we'll respect you, and you can become a member and watch uncensored videos early. Oh my God, for $5 a month, oh, I gotta tune into niggas ratting on niggas. I need to see it earlier. Now, I can see that shit when they come out.
Of censorship and bleeped words before they're released to the public. Members only chat for all of our live stream content, and we're just going to be prioritizing a lot of our most requested content and trying to do that live for members only. So for any of you who are down to spend $5 a month to help support the business, we're just going to try to keep adding more and more stuff to make that an easy decision for you guys who are down to support. And for those of you who have more money to spend, we're introducing a mega premium $100 tier to our...
And those of y'all who are super suckers and super dumb and super think that this content is real top tier content, throw away $100. Be generous. What are you gonna get for your $100? Let's listen.
Our memberships that will get your name added to the end of all our videos, and it will also get you consistent advice and opinions on your music submissions with 1 free submission per month and discounts.
So you can have your name included at the end of a video. Oh my God, at the end. How many people actually watch to the end? Not a lot. Tell them to show you the numbers. Consistent music advice. What artists do you know became bigger because of No Jumper and Adam22 and Whack 100? Please, I'll wait. 1 free music submission a month. So what, they gonna play your music? For what? Why would you give them $100? You can download your music straight to YouTube for free. You don't need a middle platform to put your music on. And I promise you, if you just keep putting content on, it's gonna grow. You're gonna be doing No Jumper numbers in no time, because your music may be better than the trash they put out. And discounts on additional songs. So to submit other songs, it's gonna cost you. That ain't included in your $100, but you gonna get discounts, suckers. Followers. So he talked all that shit, other black people, to beg for money. Crazy.
Additional songs. Basically, we're just trying to do as much as possible for anybody who's down to join this tier. So we're gonna hype you up on our live streams and try to really.
Gonna hype my bestie up. Hype my bestie up. He said he gonna hype you up, son.
They give you actual professional advice about what we think that you should do with your career and everything like that. And, we're going to try to add even more value for that $100 tier as time goes by. Also, if you own or work for a brand and would like to sponsor the podcast, please reach out to Josh at nojumper.com. We're also selling collab promotional posts using the NoJumperLA and Adam22 Instagram accounts. So again, if you want to hit up Josh at nojumper.com.
Look, all his content is niggas. Feel what I'm saying? You understand where I'm going with this video? They need our money. Black community, everyone needs our money. You can go watch black podcasts. You can go spend $100 on the black podcast. This ain't nothing but hate. This is the devil's work. Dudes getting indicted. Dudes getting murdered behind Adam22 and Black TV and Trap Lord Ross. They ain't getting murdered behind DJ Academics. He just dumb and whack 100's corny as fuck. You feel me? Don't go give them no money, folks. Just continue to watch their content for free.
He can give you all the information about all that. So yeah, there's my update. I've been kind of thinking about telling you guys about all this stuff for a while. I'm not begging for sympathy or anything like that. I'm just being realistic about owning a media business in this day and age. Everybody knows rap is maybe not in the best place that it could possibly be. Podcasts, definitely not at the place that they were in.
Now, we know he lying about some of this. Yes, rap is not in the best place to be, but excuse me, you don't promote rap. You promote gang banging and violence. And what else he said? Oh, and podcasting. That's a motherfucking lie. Gillian Wallow just got millions, hundreds. Goddamn Mason them just got about 30, 40. The podcast game is popping if you got the right content, bro. Don't sit here and try to shit on the game and blame it on COVID. No, you just got shit product. Getting niggas indicted and killed ain't popular anymore, bro.
Because rap is maybe not in the best place that it could possibly be. Podcasts, definitely not at the place that they were.
$1 million worth of game just got a check. Gilly just got a check. Wallow just got a check. And numerous other up-and-coming black podcasts that just got a check. Believe you me. Shannon Sharp getting a check. So don't say the game messed up. Your game messed up.
In 2021 or 2022, the economy in general really kind of experiencing some troubles. And really, as we've put this building on the market, we've kind of realized that as well, is that there's a ton of other businesses that do similar stuff to what we do, and they're all kind of experiencing hardships. So we're definitely not alone in all this. We're just trying to get the business back to where it was at a couple years ago and get it to the point where it's consistently profitable so that we can start just continuing to dump money into hosts and making great content for you guys, everything like that. So if you want to help us out, that would be amazing. Just go to youtube.com/nojumper.
So there you have it. No Jumper, Adam22 is claiming that this section of his life is broke, but he got money and plug talks and other shit, but he begging you for money. Back your own shit. Bet on you. Take money from your other companies and bet on you. Why are you asking your followers to believe in you? You don't believe in you. You just sat here and bragged that you got other businesses and companies. Okay, so bet on you. Take the money from over there and bet on yourself. And that's how you get followers. When you bet on yourself, they're going to be like, damn, Adam got out that hole on his own. Let me give him a shot. You begging for money, bro. Then you try to diss black people in the process of begging for money. You's a big clown. Then you try to say, oh, the podcast game. No, people is out here eating $1 million worth of game. Shannon Sharp, Nightcap with Shannon Sharp. He got multiple shit. Gillian Wallow. Dudes is signing big deals out here, bruh. It's just your content is no good no more. Selling out black folks ain't working. We waking up. You gonna get a few jigaboos like Vlad get Tony Yayo and Bootsy, and you get your whack 100s and all the rats and sellouts you get. That shit is old, bruh. But, like I always say, I'll present you with the facts. I give you my opinion on those facts. If you like how I do that, please hit that like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, click all, so you can get notifications every time I drop one of these videos. It's free. I don't got no tears. It's free. If you're a supporter of the channel, much love and respect goes out to you. I salute. And if you a hater and you support this type of clown shit and buffoonery and selling out of the black folks, cut this shit. Bad part.